Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Yang berbahagia Datuk Iskandar Mizal Mahmud, Pengarah Urusan Malaysia Airports, Pihak Pengurusan Kanan Malaysia Airports, Yang di-Pertua Kesatuan Pekerja dan Presiden Maisa, Wakil-wakil penerima anugerah khidmat setia dan seluruh Avengers sekalian di mana saja anda berada. Selamat datang ke Majlis Town Hall bersama Pengarah Urusan Malaysia Airports. Saya Amri Maris dari bahagian modal insan, pengacara majlis anda pada hari ini. Untuk pengetahuan para hadirin sekalian, majlis kita pada hari ini turut disaksikan oleh rakan Avengers kita yang lain menerusi platform Microsoft Teams yang dipancarkan terus secara langsung dari Gateway B, sama-sama hotel KLIA, termasuk secara berkumpulan di semua lapangan terbang antarabangsa, iaitu di ISG, lapangan terbang antarabangsa Pulau Pinang, lapangan terbang antarabangsa Langkawi, lapangan terbang antarabangsa Kuching dan lapangan terbang antarabangsa Kota Kinabalu. Tidak dilupakan juga rakan-rakan Avengers yang turut serta mengikuti kita secara berkumpulan dari 8 lapangan terbang yang berada di seluruh negara. Sekalung ucapan terima kasih dan penghargaan terhadap semua yang menonton dan memberi sokongan kepada majlis ini. Baiklah, tanpa melengahkan masa, majlis ingin menjemput yang berbahagia Datuk Iskandar Mizal Mahmud, Pengarah Urusan Malaysia Airports ke pentas untuk sesi Town Hall ini. Dipersilakan Datuk.
I can take off my mask, right? Since Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. So we have ISG. We have Sunif. Sunif, apa khabar? So we have most of the people here, and I think the office people are also coming in online as well. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize the presence of the senior management team together with YDP, Kesatuan. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys okay? Okay. Okay, just okay, or okay as in, so which one is it? Very good? Doesn't sound like you guys are very, very good. So I'm going to ask again, how are you guys doing? You guys okay? Okay. Over in Turkey, all going well? Okay, good.
Thank you. Yep.
Sunif, okay, Sunif?
Okay, Datuk. Okay.
Okay, today's session, I think for the benefit of our colleagues in Turkey, I will be talking in English, but at the same time as well, I'll mix it up with BM. So I think I'll start out my town hall by just perhaps, again, asking you guys are okay? Okay. We've had a very tough 2 years, all of us. Very, very tough. How tough? As tough as we've never seen it before. Saya rasa ramai yang kat sini ni tak pernah tengok lagi betapa susahnya seperti baru ni, betul tak? Betul ke tak? Betul. Ataupun pernah nampak dah susah macam tu? Ada? Never, right? We've never seen this kind of situation before. Nobody. It's unprecedented. Unprecedented to the maximum. However, you guys are still around, right? Everyone is still around. Now, Look around you at outside companies. Ramai juga kawan-kawan you tu sure datang kata, alamak bro, aku dah kena buang kerja bro. Betul tak? Ada? Malaysia Airports ada buat tak? And why do you think that is? Why? I'll give you an answer. Because we are Malaysia Airports. Always remember that, guys. We are Malaysia Airports, one of the biggest companies in Malaysia. You see this? I wear this with pride every day. Why? Because the logo of Malaysia Airports. You keep it very close to your heart. We are Malaysia Airports. We took care of our guys. All the senior management, all of you, everyone, senior management, CEO, group CEO, CFO, when I came in, MD, all of you worked hard. CEM, semua. All of you worked hard, dug in, and made sure that we take care of every single one of us. I have seen, and I can tell you this, in my previous organization, as we entered into the COVID era, just prior to that, there was a company that was really ailing, really bad, bleeding cash. We had no money to pay for our staff salaries. We had 3,000 staff. I had to cull 1,000. And it's a very difficult thing to do. I had to do it. But here in Malaysia Airports, because our Malaysia Airports, we did not do it. Because the foundation of Malaysia Airports is very strong. I've been around Malaysia Airports much longer than most of you. I've been around with Haji Arif and the rest of the gang when it first came to being. And I'm very proud to come back to Malaysia Airports because of the strong foundation and the existence of really experienced and orang-orang jati diri. Azhar pun ada masa tu. We dug in, we are the kind of people who will make Malaysia Airports the company that it is now, and we will for sure make Malaysia Airports a whole lot better in years to come. So again, let me just remind all of us. Masihkah kita berdiri? Masihkah kita berdiri dengan teguh? Alah, bunyi macam lopek. Masihkah kita berdiri dengan teguh?
Ya, Datuk, yes.
BKI, masihkah kita berdiri dengan teguh BKI? Sunif? Oh, dia kena tutup. Sunif? Masih lagi kita berdiri dengan teguh. So, whatever that we had gone through, remember that. And remember that for the rest of your life. So that you can remember that feeling at that point of time, macam mana kita telah mengatasi a predicament, a problem that no one had ever seen before. Not even a person who is like me, who has gone through so many things in the past. Even I have never seen it before. Haji Arif pernah tengok benda macam tu jadi? No one has ever seen it before. So again, I want to start my presentation by reminding all of you, the reason why we are still here today is because our foundation is strong. The foundation tapak kita ni amat kukuh sekali. And always remember that. Kukuh tu kerana apa? Kerana apa? People. Kita ni bukannya syarikat yang buat perkilangan. Masuk office tekan butang keluar barang. Tak. We are a company of people. People make it work. All of you made it work. So with that, I think you guys deserve an applause for yourself. A very strong company indeed, and do not allow anyone else to talk you guys down. Jangan orang mencaci dan menghina Malaysia Airports kerana no one is better than us. Am I making myself very clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So let's start. Oh, let's get rid of this person on the screen. Lama sangat. Okay, let's start with this. Now, I will start going into some numbers, but I think I'll bore you with these numbers very quickly. But let's just recap. 2021, 10.7 million passengers. Malaysia. Turkey did well, 25 million. However, guys, soalan yang saya akan tanya adalah Malaysian operations. 2019. Can I hear any one of you who knows the number for 2019 Malaysia operations? Berapa ramai passenger traffic? Berapa? 2019. Keseluruhan trafik kita berapa? 105. 105. Maksudnya ini kosong ni kurang satu. Remember that, 105. Turkey, what was 2019 traffic numbers?
35.5.
Exactly. 35 million, and I'm missing 10 million. So guys, remember those numbers, because those numbers are the numbers that you guys are going to get again, and even more. Now, I'm going to ask you one more thing. What was our revenue? What was our revenue in 2019? Muhammad, don't answer. What was our revenue? 2019. You guys must know this. We're a company. We're all about numbers. So, anybody? 5 billion. 5 billion. To be precise, 5.2, correct? I was not even in Malaysia Airports, but I know that. 5.2 billion. Besar tu. Okay, cost. Okay, never mind. Tak payah cost pun tak apa. What was our profit? Muhammad, don't answer. Don't give answer. Dia cakap dekat, dia cakap kat Husin. Husin. No. How much? Macam mana ni? You all tak tahu berapa ni? Huh? Our profit before tax was around 0.6, so 600 lah, 500 plus. That's a lot of money, guys. Beratus juta tau, profit. Beratus juta, company bukannya lekeh kecil tau. Public listed lain kan, you tahu, PBT tu kan, kat bawah tu 3-4 juta. You jangan nampakkan beratus-ratus juta profit tau. So what does that tell you? It tells you that this company is really, really big, huge. A public listed company can go on the main board if their profit is only about 5 million thereabouts. And itu pun dia orang dah bersorak lah. We here in Malaysia Airports, 500 million profit we have actually done. Be proud of that, guys. So remember that target, because all this is basically in 2021. But as the title says, what can we expect in future? Okay, what can we expect in future? We just opened some VTL, right? What happened? Apa jadi bila kita buka VTL? Apa jadi bila kita buka VTL? What happened? Trafik datang kan? Orang beli tiket. 3 minggu habis jual. Okay, what happened to Turkey? Turkey opened up their borders. Look at that number. 35 million, 25 million. So the traffic numbers really moved very quickly. So what does that tell you? It tells you that the traffic numbers will come back. When? I do not know. But it will gradually come back. When it gradually comes back, what's going to happen is that you're going to get back that 5 billion and you're going to get back more than 600 million worth of profit. That I can guarantee you, unless you guys don't want it. It's up to us to screw it up. It is there. It was there. It will come back. Tapi kalau you all tak nak, tak dapat lah banyak tu. Because the thing is that it's only up to us to actually make this one work. Now, as we are going to open our borders on the first, saya dah tengok ramai ni. Rakan-rakan kita semua ni, all our guys are working really hard. Some of us tak tidur malam. Kama, Arif, and all these people tak tidur malam ni sekarang. We are working hard to make sure that we open our borders on a very safe and seamless manner. Now, I am very confident that we are able to do that. Kawan I tak pernahnya mempertikaikan, and I am very confident, supremely confident that we're going to be able to do it. Why? You guys have been doing this for so long. This is something that pejam mata pun kita boleh buat. It's proven here, no? We were ranked the best airport. ASQ. Jangan main-main tau. ASQ ni bukannya beli dapat tau. You guys know what ASQ by ACI is, right? It's not something that you, hey boss, bagilah ranking. No, it doesn't work that way. It is actually a survey done by ACI. So we are ranked very high up there. Kuala Lumpur International Airport, the best airport. Of course, there are about 6 of them, but be proud of that. We are one of the best, and we got the best because we scored 5 out of 5. LGK, also there. So, what does it tell all of us? It tells us that, what does it tell us? That kita dah buat benda ni, tak ada apa, tak ada masalah. We can do it. This is something that we live for. This is what we do on a daily basis. Bangun pagi kita buat benda ni. So we have done it. Never doubt yourself. And then at the same time as well, we are replacing some of our assets. Asset at KLIA and many of the other airports lah, are the assets that we inherited long time ago. For the DCA people, you know this, right? KLIA at least bagus juga. But some of the other airports, ni berapa ramai orang DCA kat sini? 1, 2, 3. How many of you are DCA guys? Oh, DCA guys tak ramai dah. So these are the new breed. But you see, the thing is this. Airport, Kota Baru and all those places were airport from long time ago. So now we are replacing, we are doing some of these things. And of course, you will know that KLIA, although relatively new since 1998, dah banyak dah usang. So doing replacement, we got the approval from the board to replace the train. Train yang sakit, yang selalu breakdown. BHS coming up soon. There are a few others that's going to come up. So it will probably add more life into the airport. However, kita bolehlah tambah infrastruktur. Tapi kalau kita tak tambah satu yang lagi penting, the more important thing yang kita kena tambah, the one that we actually have to add more without using any money. What is that? Our own will to make sure that Malaysia airports is actually going to go up and up and up without even using a single cent. It's all up to you. It's all in your hands. Semuanya atas awak semua. Kepada rakan-rakan semua. Nak ke tak nak, itu je. You dah pernah buat semua ni. Best airport itu semua you dah buat. No issues, you've done it before. Now do you, I'm going to ask you one very simple question now. Do you want to see Malaysia airports up to the next level?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Not convincing, guys. Yes or no?
Yes.
So make it happen. You guys have done this. You guys have done this before. 5 billion ringgit, piece of cake. 600 million profit PBT level, right? 600 million, piece of cake. You buat kat situ, you tak payah buat apa. Do whatever it is that you have done before, you will get it. Now, do you want to see the profit grows to 800 million or 1 billion? That's the question that you should be asking yourself. Do you want it or not?
Yes.
Why do you want it? Bonus lah. Apa lagi? So work towards it. It's in your hands. It's not for me to decide. It's within your hands. It's all up to you. You've done it before. Go for it. And we prove to the world that we are better than Tenaga. We are better than Telecom. We are better than Maybank. Are you guys up for it? Are you guys up for it?
Yes.
Are you really going to go for it? Are you really going to go for it?
Yes.
So let's start doing it from today onwards. Start from today. Okay. Some of these numbers ni, dia ada some of the people going online ni kan. Please make sure don't snap a photo. Because some of these numbers are internal numbers. The next slide I'm going to give you, please make sure don't snap the picture because it's our February numbers. We have not even disclosed it yet. So give you a snapshot without even getting back to the border reopening. We're improving. Not so bad. Even without the border reopening lagi tu. Okay. This one, if you look, okay, sorry. Can you go to the next one? We are already improving. This one, don't snap a picture. Please don't. Itu dia pun nak ambil gambar. Tak apa, official cameraman. Saya macam yang risau kan. So even this is the beauty and this is the something which is special in Malaysia airports. Tak buka apa lagi tau. Border tak buka, VTL aja. You tengoklah. kita punya group losses for February tu shrank significantly. Border dah buka lah? Belum lagi. Tapi, tengoklah. We are doing much better. We're not out of the woods. Let me be very clear about it. We're not out of the woods. But ini ni cerita dia macam ni tau. You tak buat apa dah tau. You macam ni lah. You nganga, dah datang lah. Betul. I'm not kidding you. You nganga tau. Border tak buka. Apa tak buka lagi? Kita semua duduk macam ni lah. Dah masuk dah. Doesn't that tell you how special we are? Don't you believe me now? Can you see it clearly, right? So all these numbers ni tak buka, tak buat apa, nganga tau. Dah improve lah. Now just imagine if we actually work harder and making sure that we get that. It's going to be much better than this, guys. Much better than this. Next slide. Now, this is my favorite slide. So ask yourselves, sebenarnya apa you all nak ni? What do you guys want? Ask yourself, are we really fulfilling our potential? Are we? Because my answer is very clear. I don't think so. We can do more. We can do a whole lot more. Banyak lagi yang kita boleh buat. 5 billion, nothing. 5 billion revenue, nothing. You can go more. I had an argument, no argument. I had a strong debate with our CFO. I said, this boleh. Kata, tak boleh bos, tak boleh. But when we sat down and look at it again, our market capitalization uptick can be a whole lot more, right? I'll show you how to do it. I'll give you a vision of how to do it. Tapi sekarang ni, you need to ask yourself, are we really already fulfilling the utmost of our potential? Bukan saja daripada syarikat, tetapi daripada individu. Banyak lagi yang you all nak kan? Kita dah cukup belajar dah. Saya ni ada cucu dah tau. Duit APF dah boleh buat keluar dah. Penuh, bukannya separuh. Penuh saya boleh buat keluar dah. Tapi I masih lagi belajar. Every single day I learn. Every single day new things. Every single day all of you are teaching me new things. So I think we've got a lot more, a lot of potential to grow. Not just the company, but our own career development. So get there. Now, all I want to do is this. This year, make sure we are profitable again. And when are we going to be profitable? Can we do second quarter? Second quarter? Second quarter is, okay, January, February, March, first quarter, right? April, May, June. April. 1st of April. What happens 1st April?
International border open.
There you go. Let's work at it. Work really hard at it. Second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Erase all the losses from first quarter. Make good in quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. I am very sure we can do it. Can you allow me to do one thing? I'm only wearing this jacket and tie because our colleagues in Turkey told me, especially Nazli, told me that wear tie and wear jacket. Can I
Yes,
can I
yes.
take off my jacket, Dazli?
Yeah, I will take my jacket off as well.
Bukan apa Dazli, panas. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a quiz. So please bear with me. Operational guy, right? Bila operational guy ni kan, you will ask anything from an operational guy. Eh bos, you tolong buat cara lain sikit boleh tak? Tak boleh lah. Dah buat lama lah macam tu. Kalau buat cara lain tak boleh. Kita operations kan selalu macam tu lah. Sebab kita dah biasa dengan cara lama tau. Tapi, what happened was this. During COVID time, you had to, no matter what, you had to change, do things differently. Now, quiz. Total cost for 2018. Mat, don't say anything. What was our total cost? Remember, 2019, our revenue was? What was our cost? Siapa cakap tu? Siapa cakap tu? Tak dengar? Siapa cakap tu? 3. Betul. Do we have a price? 3 billion. 2019. COVID happened. What was our cost in 2020? Okay lah, never mind. I'll let you guys go on this one. Mat, what was our cost in 20? Okay. Take into perspective, yeah? 3B cost. We brought it down to 2. Berapa beza dia? 1 apa? 1 billion. Bukan nombor kecil tau. 1 billion. You pernah tak nampak 1 billion tu atas apa ni? Atas meja. Pernah tak? Saya sendiri pun tak pernah nampak lagi. 1 billion is a heck of a lot of money. But you guys did it. Why? Because you had to. Correct. 3 billion to 2 billion. Gila ke? That's a lot of money, you know. But the point is, you guys did it. Dia selalu macam ni lah orang operasi ni kan. Tak boleh bos, susah bos, tak boleh kan. But you guys did it. 2 billion. Now what does that tell all of you? Simple. If you want it, you will get it. As simple as that. If there is a necessity to do it, you guys will do it. During my time back in 1999, the cost of utility alone, utility, electric, KLIA, I remember this because I wrote the prospectus. The cost of utility alone is 1 million a day. You guys don't know this, right? 1 juta satu hari. Mat, what's the total cost for utility in 2021? 246. So we brought down, this is total tau, KLIA and all the other airports. 246. Dulu KLIA tu. So again, my point is very simple. If you want it, you will get it. You boleh bayang kat nombor tau. 3 billion, 2 billion, 1 billion. Kita sendiri hidup mati mati hidup balik 40 kali pun takkan nampak 1 billion tu tau. But you guys did it. The point is very simple. You guys achieved it. All of you. So, don't tell me the next time round I ask you guys, turunkan sikit kos. You cakap dekat I tak boleh, I humban you masuk dalam laut. Why? Because you've done it. You've proven to yourself. So don't say next time round that you cannot do it. I'll show you how we're going to do it. But believe in yourself. So the key thing here, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is that believe in yourself. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes.
Nampak macam tak ada semangat tau. You all ni tak ada semangat tau. Lopek sikit tu, lopek. Lopek, itu apa lopek? Teki faham lopek apa tak teki? Lopek. Tak ada semangat. Do you guys believe in yourself?
Yes.
Remember, you're wearing this. Oh. You're wearing this badge. Whenever you wear this badge, nobody can defeat you. Keep that very close to your heart. You've proven it before. Kalau orang tak pernah buat lagi, tak apa. I sendiri buat cakap, biar betul dia orang ni. Boleh ke tak ni? But you guys have proven yourself. So, don't talk yourself down. Now, what I can tell you is this. Let's have some entrepreneurial spirit. People will always say this. People will say entrepreneur, entrepreneur, entrepreneur. And some will say, bos, macam mana bos? Entrepreneur macam mana? Aku tak pernah berniaga. Don't believe in them. I'm an accountant by training. I've done so many things in my life. Accountant, jadi banker, daripada banker datang buat kat Malaysia Airport. Lepas Malaysia Airport pergi technology company. Pergi teknologi, lepas tu buka company sendiri. I buat university of all things. Accountant buat university. Saya rasa mak bapak pun risau hantar universiti dekat tempat orang macam I. So we did it. Then pergi buat jadi postman. Macam-macam yang buat. Why? Because it was imperative for me to do that. Truth be told, I will tell you this, guys. When I had to do when I had to go into to become an entrepreneur, I will tell you this. The story goes like this. I started out my career as an accountant, auditor lah, dekat Arthur Andersen. Then I became investment banker. I was with Bumi Merchant, I was with CIMB, investment banker. I did everything there. Equity markets, I was an analyst, I was also in sales. And in investment banking, dia punya bonus tu dahsyat. Bonus is the money that you get, right? So my first experience, I think I told all of you ni, my first experience dapat bonus, I didn't believe how much was in my bank account. That was in securities firm, CIMB Securities. Couldn't believe it. I had to take itu screen dekat ATM kan. Ya betul. There's too many zeros at the back. So what I did was, because I couldn't believe the number, I withdrew berpuluh ringgit. Why? Dapat receipt. Nak tengok receipt. Simpan receipt. So I did that. Tapi, then I came into Malaysia Airports. And then I was with several GLCs. GLCs tak bayar banyak. Dululah, sekarang ni dah syak-syak semua ni dapat ni. But during those days, they didn't pay that well. So, my children, anak-anak I were growing up. Dia orang nak pergi universiti. Tak bayar macam mana? So, I had to go out to berniaga sendiri. Bayangkanlah, all my life, I've been working for corporates, banker and all those kind of things. And then all of a sudden, I had to go out. I had to do it because I had to send two of my children. Dua orang anak I nak pergi universiti. Nak bayar macam mana? So I went out to do it. No experience in entrepreneurial, as an entrepreneur. No experience whatsoever. So I just said to myself, I kena buat lah. I had to do it. Said okay, it went out alright. Turned out okay. Because no matter what people say, being an entrepreneur is very simple. Duit masuk, duit keluar. That's all that you need to think of. The 5 billion in, 3 billion out. Make sure whatever comes in is more than what goes out. Simple. If you pegang benda tu, you'll do fine as entrepreneur. Kat rumah kita pun sama kan? Duit masuk. Lepas tu, kita nak beli barang. Tak bolehlah lebih kan? Kalau lebih nanti pakai kredit card. Kredit card pun kena bayar. So, simple. Being an entrepreneur is remembering whatever comes in has to be bigger than what goes out. Am I making myself very clear? So now, for Malaysia Airports, what do we need to do? The one that comes in must be? Whatever goes out must be? And whatever goes out the less to, you've done it before, right? Daripada how many billion? Down to? So you've done it before. So it's a piece of cake to all of you. Remember that. Capability, belief, accountability must be there. Opportunity, motivation. Now here is one of the best quotes ever. Kalaulah opportunity tak ada, what do you do? If the opportunity doesn't come knocking on the door, you build the door. Faham? Senang kan? I was taught by my mentor before this, the chairman of this company back during the inception. You have to work, build doors, get no opportunity, don't worry, pergi cari. I was also taught by another mentor, if you want, ini Tan Sri Sek Mohtar. Dia kata, Skandar, kalau you nak benda tu, nak buat apa? You minta. Minta tak dapat, nak buat apa? Merayu. Kalau merayu tak dapat, melutut. That's entrepreneur. You have to do whatever it is that you have to. So simple. If somebody comes up to you, cakap kata, apalah entrepreneur, I've never become an entrepreneur before. Don't believe them. Any one of us can do it. I did it. Guys, I'm not, nothing special about me. Another one that I will admit to you guys is this. Mat, don't ever quote this, Mat. In university, maybe I shouldn't go sebab Mat ada. In university, one semester, I failed cost accounting. I don't mind admitting that to you. One semester, I failed cost accounting. And what did I do? I had to dig in and dig in and dig in. Last pass. Full semester, I got a B. Not bad lah. From fail, you know. Nothing special. I failed classes. I've done everything lah. So if I can do it, I see this bright young guys. I see everyone here who I know is far better than me. Believe in yourself. That's the only thing that you have to do. K-pop, do you believe in yourself? Yes, I do. Kenapa you gelak? Oh, sorry, Stanley. Stanley. No, I call him K-pop. You tengoklah rambut dia. Believe in yourself. So, all these things ni, we have programs for it. Cik Man, Megat have come up with programs. Idea Bank, so on and so forth. Now, why are we doing all this? It's because, guys, please remember one thing, yeah? All of us, including me, at the very top of the organization, we may not necessarily know everything. Kalaulah orang ni semua kata, dengar ni, cakap macam ni. We are one team. we take ideas from you guys, menggembelengkan sekali. We work as a team. So we have all these things that we are actually already working on. Next slide. Empowering ideas. Idea Bank 2.0. I believe in ideas coming from everyone. Now, I will also admit another thing. In my previous organization, we had one huge problem. Huge problem. I was working on that problem for 2 weeks. I couldn't find an answer. Check with everybody. Tak boleh. So one night going back, ni kat pukul 11.30 going back. Hujan pula tu. Kilat. Sambar menyambar. Ini macam drama pula jadi kan. Then I said we have to solve this problem. Then I terbuka mulut bercakap dengan my driver. Arwah dah, dia tak ada dah. Saya cakap ke dia, Zal, ini problem lah, I dah pening kepala dah. Saja just wanted to get it off my chest tau sebenarnya. Cerita kat dia. Lalu kat Jalan Parlimen tu, nak balik rumah kat Ampang. Lepas tu tiba-tiba petir tu. Kuat. And then dia cakap, bos, kenapa kita tak buat macam ni bos? The simplest idea. And you know what? I took it in. Next morning, I called my team and said that, hey, why don't we do it this way? 2 weeks later, done. My driver. Arwah dah tepi ya. My driver. So, even when dah tak terbuntu dah, when it was going nowhere, one guy came up with a brilliant idea, the simplest idea. Of all people, not my CFO at that time, not my GM, not my manager, my driver. So I believe in that sampai hari ni. So every one of you, if you have good ideas, share it with us. Dahsyat macam anugerah juara lagu lah. Talk about anugerah juara lagu. I did once, 1 year I buat. Ni cerita dia ni. Anugerah juara lagu. You've seen anugerah juara lagu kan? Big time kan? Okay. Besar-besaran lah. Selebriti semua, artis-artis semua ada. Besar kan? Itu yang bangsa dalam Axiata kan? Stadium tu. Dia ada apa ni jeep arm tu kan, dan jeep tu kan, sini kamera tu, itu besar tu. So the story is like this. When they came to me one time, boss, please sign off. And Mat will know this lah, I memang kedekut. So they came in, dia cakap kata cost dia 6 million. I cakap kau gila ke apa? 6 million, kita orang sebelum ni kita buat lagi mahal. I kata gila. Lepas tu dia kata macam itulah bos. Orang nak buat event besar-besar ni. Big events like this. AJL, semua tahu tak AJL? Anugerah juara lagu, betul tahu? Captain Mazlan pun tahu. Aida, you tahu tak? Tahu. Jimmy? Azhar tak tengok kan? Azhar tahu dia tak tengok. So ini memang besar tu. Ini macam Gegar Vaganza ya, tapi Gegar Vaganza Astro. So kita orang selalu compete lah. So the thing is this. I cakap 6 million, you crazy. Kata, yeah, that's what the cost is. I said, I'm not going to give you 6 million. I'm only going to sign off on 2 million. Semua orang macam, crazy boss. And I said to them, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I can bet you the maximum that you're going to do is 2.7 million. And I told them, I know because I've calculated everything already. And mind you, I've done a movie tu. Movie besar. Saja nak kempen lagi sekali lah. You pernah tengok Pascal tak? Bila you buka tengah executive producer, you tahu, nampak tak nama siapa? So we did all that. Movie macam, you pernah tengok tak? Betul? Gempak tak? Gempak tak? Nampak sangat orang kelentong. Sebab I kat atas ni cakap gempak bawah sebalik, kat belakang kata borak. But I know the costing though. I went in and then they came back. And they said, boss, tolong boss, I need to do this. It needs to be big. I said, okay, I'll sanction off 2.7 million. And they did it and did it well. That proves another point. If you want to do it, if you are innovative enough to do it, boleh buat. You tahu tak tahun yang bila tu, tahun yang ada artis yang keluar air mata merah tu, darah tu, siapa nama dia? Itulah. Yang itulah yang kita buat. Dahsyat kan, keluar air mata berdarah tapi ada kontroversi lepas tu kan. But we did it well. And the cost was only 2.7 million. Daripada dulu tu 6 million. So you can do more with less. So we are also going to do our part. Rejuvenating our people. You, all of us, all of you. You are our asset. These are all the things that we're going to be doing to you. Reskilling, upskilling, and any one of you, if you have any issues whatsoever, please, like I said, this is an open company. You have anything that you want, you require, there's always channels. Cik Man ada. Whatever things that you require, things that you want to learn more, we'll try to do it for you. Enhancing talent proposition, rewards semua tu insyaAllah. All those things are there. Safeguarding your well-being. I think we are a company that have been doing that. Kalau dapat orang cakap kata orang kena COVID ke apa ke kan, risau tu. Sebab apa? Because you guys are my responsibility. Your well-being will be taken care of. But please, it's a two-way conversation, guys. You do your part, I'll do my part. Dia dah nak masuk 1 jam lah. Dah kan? 1 hour ni. Coming to 1 hour. Okay, I'll try to end it very quickly. Because I would like to give time for some question and answer. So, transform yourself into becoming an entrepreneur. Each and every one of you. You can become an entrepreneur. You can even be better than me. I'm very sure of that. Only if you believe in yourself. Percayalah diri awak. Awak semua dah buat dah ni. Dah buat tak? Jimmy dah buat ke belum? Dah. Jimmy tu dapat lama dengan I tu. Daripada dekat post lagi tu. Explore the possibilities, ideas. Nothing is stupid. Even the smallest little thing you can do. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Never let people talk you down. Whenever you wear this badge, whenever you wear this badge, you'll do fine. And other thing yang cerita AJL tadi itulah. Do more with less. Guys, again, I have to remind all of you. I kalau tak berani cakap ni kan, I takkan cakap. I berani cakap ni because you've done this before. 3 billion jadi, it's no joke though. 1 billion is, can you actually fathom the 1 billion number tu? Berapa zeros kat belakang? Berapa zeros kat belakang? 9 lah. Banyak tu. Banyak. And you've done it before. That's why I'm confident that you guys can do it again. So now comes the crunch time. We're opening up operational readiness. Okay, apa ni Arif? Ready? You lepas ni ada meeting pukul 4 kan? Are we all ready? Are we all ready?
Yes.
Are we ready to get the bonus again? Yang itu cepat jawab. Laju je jawab dengan bonus apa tu. Are you guys all ready to do this? So guys, come together, do this. I can't do it alone. The senior management cannot do it on our own. We need each and every one of you to help to do this. Not just in Malaysia, but also in Istanbul. Come together, do this with us. Stick and go for the ride. It's going to be a ride of a lifetime, guys. This is going to be it. Now, how are we going to generate more? Like I said, cerita dia senang ke? You nganga mulut duit dah masuk 5 bilion. Kalau you kerja lebih sikit, you rasa lebih daripada 7 bilion boleh masuk tak? Boleh? Okey ni. Boleh. Lepas tu saya cakap macam ni je lah. 7 bilion tu kalau dah naik 7 bilion, dia punya profit pun lebih tinggi lagi, jadi dekat 1 billion plus. Lepas tu, you punya bonus lagi besar. Boleh tak? Lagi cepat dia jawab tu macam tu lah. Just think of it this way, I'll do my part. You just do your part, I'll do my part. I will do that. But please, help me. Tolonglah I know we can do this. It's up to you. If you want it, I'm sure you're going to be able to get it. Work harder. Kita ni potensi banyak tau. Macam saya cakap, nganga mulut duit masuk. You work harder? How? Traffic will come in. Do you know that PSC ni, or whatever the passenger service charge aeronautical ni kan, automatic dapat tau. People will come. Trajectory akan naik. GDP growth ada, passenger will go. Dia factor tau. Dia ada dia punya correlation. So it's there. What you're going to be able to do is work harder in terms of bringing in more money. We have land here 10 by 10, 10 by 10 kilometers. A lot more that we can do. Subang, there's a lot more that we can do in Subang. Valuation dia akan tinggi. Tepi dekat airport kita ni banyak lagi kita boleh buat. Rand Hill is on medical leave. He's going to push that one out. Turkey, there are a lot of other things that you can do, midfield terminal, and then also looking into other countries. You remember this one again? Malaysia airports ni, people will learn. People will basically learn from us. People learn from us. People did before. Back in my days, everybody thought that Malaysia Airports is one of the biggest company in the world. This is coming from, in fact, even Changi Airport. Heathrow Airport. They were asking us, me, hey, what do you guys do for that one? Sekarang ni macam, so get back up there. I told all of you before this, right? Whenever I go to a meeting with Sundra, you remember Rosman? We go out there for meetings in Copenhagen, whatever lah. Go into meetings, people will stand up. Malaysia airports. People were looking at us. So get there again. International businesses, wherever you have any opportunities, let's go out, conquer the world. Why? Because we are Malaysia Airports, because we can. Are you guys sure we can do that? Yes. Are we sure? I'm sure. You guys sure? Yes. So make sure we get there. Plenty of opportunities. Bring in more money and reduce the money going out. Simple as that. That is entrepreneurial spirit. Look at it from that perspective. Tekadkan semangat. Work the best you can. At the same time, learn. At the same time as well, try to have some fun as well. Working. Jangan pula masuk office semua stres nanti kan. Nanti rambut putih. Lepas tu rambut hitam lagi. Ini bukan dye tau. Ini natural macam ni. Arif dengan I beza setahun ni tau. Betul tak Arif? Setahun ni tapi rambut I tak dye. Tobat I tak dye. Arif putih lah. So, have some fun in the office, do your best, and make sure that we get to where we want to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, rakan-rakan semua, saya ingin menyudahi dengan satu lagi je. Tak lama, tak panjang. Saya nak tanya our AFRS ujung belakang tu. Sorry, can you stand up and tell me what's your name? Vikram. Vikram, are you ready to do this, Vikram? How ready are you? How ready are you, Vikram? Absolutely ready. For sure. Sure? Okay. I'm going to remember your name. I'm going to put it in my book. Better make sure you will do whatever it takes to make Malaysia airports to that level. Boleh?
Yes sir, boleh.
Okay. Itu sebelah belakang tu. Mask warna hitam. Pakai tudung peach. Siapa nama? Siapa? Tak dengar.
Nama saya Muhammad Zabani Syam binti Muhammad Syarif, betul?
Zabani Syam.
Ya. Yeah.
Daripada mana?
Daripada UTW.
UTW. UTW. Ini lagi besar tu. Oh, ini ni syarikat yang okay. Are you ready?
Yes, betul.
You ready to take on the challenge?
Yes.
Betul?
Betul.
Shu mana Shu? Shu. Dia kata boleh buat Shu. Kalau you kata tak boleh buat, I tak tahu lah. Sure eh?
Yes, sure.
You ready to take on the challenge?
Yes.
Semua dah risau ni, panggil kan? I dah tahu dah. Evin. You ready? Sure or not? You sure, Evin?
Sure.
Very sure.
Very sure.
Why are you sure?
I'm seeing sign of recovery and I think we have a lot of capable.
Oh lah, wrong answer. Itu answer semua tu I tak main punya answer tau. Why do you want this? Simple answer. Because you want the bonus lah. Aiyo. You see, your boss also go like, let's go and be united. I'll do my part. For sure. First, you do your part. I tak boleh nak cakap kat you all ni kan, kita semangat, kena waja semangat sebab ini, sebab nak naik Malaysia. Tak jalan, tak lepas. Daripada berapa puluh tahun I jadi CEO ni kan, MD ni, satu je jaga jalan. Bila kita cerita pasal bonus, semua orang memanglah macam ni. So guys, but that's not joke. That's not a joke. Everybody has to live. I know that reality. No matter how much I tell you, do this, do that, one thing you just have to remember. You do your part, I'll do my part. Simple as that. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, and also Turkey, do I have your commitment to do this, Turkey?
Yes, Dato', you have our commitment. Can you hear as well?
Doesn't sound like a strong commitment, lah.
Yes, Dato', we commit this.
Sure, Bab? Sure.
Yes, I'm sure, Dato'.
Only
If-
Bab
if-
and Nazli saying this.
We're all here together.
We all here
The
together,
Directors are here.
Sure.
All of us together. Yes.
If it is not so loud, this is because of the connection. We are shouting.
Oh, Berg is smart. You smart, Berg. You smart.
I'm shouting.
Okay, with that, I think that we are all in good hands. Okay, guys. So before I end, I'd just like to leave you guys with one thing. You guys deserve this, and you guys deserve what you guys are gonna get later. So with that, guys, just give yourself one round of applause, a big one.
Okay, thank you, Dato'. We're reaching about 1,386 viewers on this. Okay, let's open this floor to Q&A. First, I'm going to start with the online questions first. Can we see the questions? Okay, Dato'. The first question is, will the company still implement no carrying forward of forced leave? For example, last year we are requested to clear off our annual leave. We really hope that this is not the case for this year because some of us may be saving them to utilize for specific reasons.
You see, how I'd like to answer this is, this is something which, if you look at the big picture, you won't be asking this question. Look at the big picture, guys. You do whatever it is that I can put the vision on you to do, you won't be asking this question for sleeves. Now, these questions, if you can, please give me questions whereby you're asking me, macam ni ah. So, what can I do? I have this particular asset. How can I actually garner more of it? Or, boss, what can I do? I am in FSEC. I want to contribute further. These are all big questions, burning questions that I want to see out of all of you. Now, by all means, I'm not taking this question lightly. However, this kind of things, I am very sure that we will be able to resolve all these things with human capital. All these kind of things will not be an issue. I want burning questions, guys, from you guys. I want things like that spirit of not to say, boss, boleh tak I overtime, boss? I want things, bigger things like, boss, what can I do to do this? How can I contribute 100 million? This is how I'm going to contribute 100 million to you. I'm going to take this asset, I'm going to refurbish it, and I'm going to refurbish it doing this much only. That's the Malaysia airports I want. That's the Malaysia airports you guys want. These kind of things, I'm not diminishing this question. However, these kind of questions, we can resolve this very quickly, very easily with human capital. Is there any...
Okay,
really-
let's see the next question then. Wow, this is better question. What is the management's plan for...
Again,
this
this is something which is already a done deal. No man, done deal, right? So don't ask me this question. This one is something YABPM dah kata 1,500. There's only 87 of you. Betul? 87, you see, I know my numbers very well. 87 of you only below that. We're going to resolve that for you. So give me questions, which is stronger questions. This is not going to cost as much. This is only gonna cost us only about... yang ni good question. Ini good question. Read me the question again.
Is there a possibility that Malaysia Airports will pay bonus or Saguhati Raya to all staff this year in April
Okay,
to May?
then I'm going to
Yes.
ask you back this question. What are you gonna give to me? What?
Yes, profit.
If you give me profit like this, I don't mind putting my neck out on the chopping block with the board. You need to commit. This is a two-way thing. You want something like this? Do you want it?
Yes, of course.
Dia pula yang jawab. If you want something like this, commit to me that you're going to deliver something that I've asked you to do. Then I don't mind bringing this one up to the board. Sebenarnya dah bawa apa kan? Belum lagi kan? Oh, belum lagi. Baru yang the committee yang tu juga. Okay. So, like I said, it's a two-way kind of a thing. You do your part, I'll do my part. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Okay, next
Do I have your
question.
commitment on that? Yes, jawab lopek betul lah. Yes or no? Okay.
Okay, back. Dato', the next question.
ESOS. Good question.
Yes, ESOS, yes. Do we plan to have any ESOS to further motivate Avengers as the company's financial performance will directly impact
Now, this
employees
is
with Shell?
this is a question I like. Again, you do your part, let me do my part. You think I don't want also? Huh? You think I don't want this also? Of course I want this also. I kerja siang malam tak tidur, tanyalah Rip. I pun nak juga. So once we get in a better footing, sekarang pun kalau I bagi share kat you pun you tak nak. Because you kena bayar kan. Lepas tu share tak pergi ke mana, buat apa? And I will tell you this, we did in the 1999, you dapat kan? Sempat jual tak? Jual, buat duit ke tak? Kamar ada sempat buat duit? Masa dulu, we did this thing, most of our staff didn't make money. Some of them macam Arif, dia berjaya lah buat duit sikit. Sundra, did you get it lah Sundra? You didn't? Tak, but the jokes aside, do well, we will implement this. We don't mind going to the board. Again, putting my neck on the chopping block. I don't mind doing this. Because you have to understand this. We all work hard. I pun kerja siang malam juga. I pun nak juga. I'll be eligible as well kan? So of course I want to do it as well. Does that answer your question? Okay. Two-way thing, huh? Two-way thing. You do your part, I'll do mine.
The next question. We are going to have many upgrading projects at KLIA within the next 2-3 years, such as BHS, TTS, Rimba, TI Reno, Terminal 1 renovation, etc. These projects are expected to cause some disruption. to
Quick
airport
answer,
operations.
yes. Quick answer, yes. Why? Because we can do it. So what? If we have the baggage handling, TTS, if we have Rimba, if we have gotten 5, why can't we do it again? So what if there is something which is being done, constructed? Are we still going to be able to give comfort to our passengers? Of course. Why not? Tell me the reason why we cannot do this. Anybody willing and daring enough to tell me why we cannot do it? Kenapa tak boleh? Bubuh hoarding. Hoarding tercantik-cantik lah. Why we can do this? Because we know our airports very well. TTS, where is it going to be closed? Where? Rail je. Orang turun bawah naik bas. Kalau naik bas, what you gonna do? Buatlah kita punya platform tu lagi kan. So why can't you get a 5 ASQ still? Positive. If you are positive to see things through, you can do it. Bayangkan, okay, TTS tutup. Betul? Duk risau kan? Then what do? Bas lah orang. Carilah bas yang cantik sikit. Ha? Toke dia kata nak tukar apron bas. Memang kita nak pergi kita punya tender pun nak cari apron bus. Apron bus, you know what apron bus is kan? Bukan bus yang macam kita pakai sekarang ni. Bus yang canggih tu, yang boleh turun ke bawah tu. So, we get those kind of things. Build a nice, apa dia panggil, terminal kat bawah kan? Apa? Platform. Ha? We plan ahead. So, no problem. Why can't we do it? Baggage handling system. Kita kena tukar. Betul? Apa susahnya ni? Baggage handling tu kat bawah. Bag tak boleh sampai. Berlarilah bawa bag. Apa susah? Bukannya jauh. Tak adalah. Dolly ada. Dolly. Dulu, KLIA dulu. Kalau you all tak tahu, kita orang masa mula-mula 98. Hasina, you ada masa tu kan? Tak ada kan? You, during those days, we had problems. BHS, you guys don't know this. What did we do? Cari Dolly. Heret lah. So the positive thinking of how we are going to resolve this problem. ASQ is a given because we are the best airport and we are the best people. So think of the, apa dia? Think of resolutions to it. However it is, we have to do it. I know about airports more than most of you guys. What's the problem? Come on, Dolly kita bersepah banyak kan? Betul lah? Maybe your airport ada juga Dolly kan? You punya airport lah semua pakai Dolly. Lepas tu ada satu ni bawa lah. It's not that far. So no issues. Rimba. Just imagine, Rimba is going to be the biggest thing that's going to happen to KLIA. Kita tahu Rimba tu macam mana? Ani tolong cerita sikit macam mana? Rimba tu kat tengah tu. You're going to build something which you've never seen before. Nothing like you've ever seen before. Changi cannot touch us with Rimba. It's going to be beautiful kat tengah tu. You're going to make lots of money out of that. So if that thing is going to make money, hold it up. Ada orang CEM. Tolong tunjuk jalan. So what's the issue? My answer to this one, will we continue to participate in the SQ? Damn well we are. Because we're going to show to people that even with the airport renovation going on, we will still get a 5 score. Why? Because we are Malaysia. There you go. Faham? Understand? Because I know we can do it. So don't ask me this question. We are still going to be the best airport despite the fact that we're doing all these kind of things. When we get all these kind of things, we'll leave our competitors behind. Understand? Faham ke tak? Jimmy apa Jimmy? Connect the. There you go. Nampak tak? All the dots already there. Connected. Okay. Any other question?
Okay, Dato', the next question. What do you think of the idea of having an indoor aviation theme park?
Good question. Now, my answer is going to be a little bit brutal. Okay, because I'm being brutal, I'm going to put this one right in here. Now, my answer to this question is, I'll ask a question back. How much money is it going to make for me? How much money are you going to put in? if you can show to me duit keluar 50 juta nak buat indoor aviation theme park. Katalah 50 million, right? Where are you going to get the money from? Bank ke ataupun kita punya duit sendiri? That's my question back to you. Then I'm going to ask to you, what are you going to get out of it? Where are you going to get the money out of it? Who's going to pay? So here, if you can answer me all those questions, why not? We'll do it. But I can tell you this, indoor aviation theme park. What's the market size for indoor aviation theme park? Who's going to come? Are there people from KL going to come here? Maybe not. You tahu tak berapa satu you all datang, oh maybe you all okay lah. I datang ke KLIA ni kan, you tahu berapa jauh tak? Oh, sejam suku saya datang daripada KL. So, now the thing is this. If you are thinking, entrepreneur ni, if you're thinking you want to do this, do you think there'll be a market for it? Who's going to come? Children ke? Ataupun orang tua ke? Sebab you kena fikir dia orang nak datang tu, nak buat aviation theme park kat sini ni, siapa dia punya market? How much money are you going to get out of it? Now, if you pass all those questions, you have the answers for it. You come to me, we'll look at it. If the answer is that, no worry boss, kita belanja 50 juta, tapi 2 minggu lepas kita belanja tu, 100 juta masuk. Ya Allah, siapa cakap ya Allah tu? Bukan. 50 juta spend, 2 minggu kemudian masuk 100 juta, I sign je lah. But is it going to work? So whatever things that we want to do, kita kena berlandaskan kepada foundation yang kukuh. Is it going to work? Is it going to make sense? Kita sendiri pun akan cakap, kalau you sendiri pun, I tanya you nak bawa anak-anak you datang. Berapa banyak kita nak charge? RM50. You nak bayar? Hidayat, you nak bayar tak? Kalau seorang bayar RM50, datang daripada KL tu, nak tengok aviation theme park. Bayar? Kalau ada 1 juta orang macam you, okey lah. Kenapa dia kata 1 juta? Sebab 1 juta kali dengan RM50. 50 juta yang I nak spend tu. So think of it that way. If it is solid enough, do it. But if it is not, think again. There'll probably be other things, other better things that we can do. Like, if you know that you can build an MRO facility for 50 million, and you know that AirAsia will pay for it, or Singapore Airlines will pay for it, and these are solid one customer tau, that they have to be here, right? Yang itu okey lah. Tapi kalau nak, macam saya cakap, 1 juta orang nak datang untuk RM50 tu, boleh ke orang 1 juta datang? So think of it that way. That is basically how entrepreneurs think. Entrepreneurs nak masuk duit, they want the money tomorrow. Notnya, masuk duit hari ni, bila masuk balik ni kan tak tahu bila lagi. No, that's not how we think as entrepreneurs. Strategic thinking, fair enough. But something like this, I'm not too sure. Okay, I'm not saying this will not fly, but think about it carefully. Kita duit pun tak banyak, 50 juta kita nak spend tu. Kalau kita boleh spend 50 million for something else that we are very, very sure of, let's say, building a facility for, salam mana salam? Ada salam. Building a facility for Qatar Airways. Dia nak dia punya, katalah central kitchen ke apa kan. They say, I'm going to sign with you 10 years. Sure money, right? That one kalau you masuk kepada I, bagi proposal macam tu, I'm very sure very quickly we can sign off. Entrepreneurial mindset. So now you know exactly what it takes. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Next question.
Next question, how about increasing the number of exchange programs between ISD and Malaysia operations?
Boleh, Mat? Okay, Man kata okay, done.
Okay.
See, simple.
All right,
No,
next
I
question.
think that you have to have this. We have 2 of our ISG counterparts here in Malaysia. Why can't we do it there as well? Of course we can. So no issues. Exchange of ideas. Open up your mind. Of course we can do all those kind of things. And then we are also thinking of having not just ISG, of course, like everybody wants to go to Istanbul, right? But why not? Ini yang best ni. Okay. Bila kita cerita ISG, exchange of ideas, semua orang nak tau. Tapi, why don't we do this? A program exchange KLIA dengan Pangko Storeport. Semua orang tak nak macam tu kan? But what I'm trying to say is this lah, let's also consider not just in Istanbul, but let's say from Fazwin and Rahman. You can always exchange ideas with operational people. Why not? Correct? Cross all those kind of things. Here, Fazwin, I'm expecting a lot out of you. I'm telling you right now in front of everybody, I'm expecting a lot from you. I'm expecting 1 billion from you this year. Okay lah, I'll bring it down. 800. Boleh? 800. Don't worry. Hani has also given me a commitment of 800 lah this year. Dia kena gelak. Orang cakap dia yes dia. So, counter You guys did 854 right? I ingat lagi nombor-nombor. Nombor-nombor you jangan kelentong Betul tak, Mat? Nombor-nombor you jangan. I ingat nombor tu. 854 you guys did. Hani, you can do as well kan? Ni, 2 ni. Boleh In fact, even you can do the cross also from commercial into the operational side as well of things. Why not? But to answer your question, this one ni, boleh lah. Tak ada masalah. Can be done.
Okay, next question, Dato'. Do you think ISG's success is owed to the shareholders or management or more to the employees?
I don't know where this question is coming from. This is rather strange. To me, it's a stakeholder, it's an ecosystem. Without shareholder, no money, no? Betul? Without the employees, nothing can happen. Betul? So, guys, look at it from a holistic standpoint. Shareholder money. Shareholder also requires dividend back. And before I came here, I was doing a lot of investment. I put in money left, right and center to invest here and there. Because why? Takkanlah nak tunggu duit daripada EPF yang dapat 6%. With all due respect to EPF, jangan lepas ni you pergi cakap kat Puan Roy pula. But if you just wait to get, okay, if you put in money in your bank, you'll be lucky to get 2%. You put in EPF, 6%. ESN, 5%. So, I put in money. I want to get 20% return. So, without money from investors, nothing can happen. Simple, basic reality of life. Basic reality. Money is needed. You all pun nak beli barang makanan, punya nak duit juga kan? So investors will put in money, but employees will have to deliver. Simple as that. So I'm not sure where this is coming from, the perspective. Do you think ISG success is owed to the shareholders, management, or more to employees? Nobody can do anything in isolation. Nothing happens without the shareholder money in the first place. And even if I put in money, if the employees do not deliver, money will go down the drain. So it's all a collective effort. Understand? Ini ni macam nak marah dengan apa ni nak marah siapa question ni macam nak kena either shareholder atau employee. I'm not sure where this is coming from.
Okay, last question from the online questions. One of the challenges in improving workflow efficiency is that the team who is developing the processes and the team who is implementing are the same people, so there is no independent assessment.
Then change it. Then change it, guys. If you think it's not going to work, simple. You come up with an idea, and then there's a check balance. There's a check and balance. Even for me as an MD, I tell you this. I first became a CEO when I was it was in 2003. 2003, that was a long time ago, right? So bila dia jadi CEO ni kan, dia naik ke kepala lah after about 2-3 years. There must be a check and balance. So that's why there's a board. Every organization you go to, there's a board. The board will put in the check and balance. So understand there is a system. Check and balance. Jadi kalau lah macam ini ni, developing the process team who is implementing the same, there is no independent assessment, then all these kind of things, what we can do is that there is a check and balance. So what I think this perspective is coming from, probably from ni kot. Siapa yang buat ni? Azmil Mel? Bukan you lah. Turun laju saja je. Laju je, bukan? Bukan? You nampak bukan? Bila I tunjuk kat situ, tak. So in this particular case, probably they're saying that your side tak bagi fair assessment. It's okay, because these kind of things, it will always come up to me. So there will always be a check and balance. Azmir pandai. Dia saja nak trick dia, I nampak you kat depan tu, tak nak tanya dia. So all these kind of things, I think it's very, again, I feel that we are just bogged down with so much animosity. Why are we not liking each other? I'm not sure. Like I said just now, what did I say? I cakap kat you all ni kan, have some fun at work. We have 9,909 people here. We all work together. We're all colleagues. Remember I said stakeholder, shareholder, employee? We are all interconnected. So we work together. So katalah there isn't any balance, or in terms of there's no check and balance, the people implementing and so on and so forth. You guys know my email address, right? I will not name names, but I get a lot of emails on IT development, on this, on that. I get a lot of feedback. I'll make sure that those feedback are implemented. So just rest assured. You guys have my email address, right? Yes or no? Apa dia? iskandar@malaysiaairports.com.my. Simple as that. If you think that I need to look at certain things, just email to me. I may not be able to answer your email immediately, but for sure I will look at it. Betul Haris? Kalau tak, you marah Haris. Okay, any more questions? Any question tak apa? I still have...
I think we take 3 questions from the floor. You can proceed to the mic.
From the floor memang I can, ini memang susah lah ni. Dia orang takkan cakap je ni. I nak tengok. Siapa nak tanya soalan?
Just proceed to the mic and say your name and ask questions. One question. Per person. Any question?
Kalau tak nanti saya turun, tak apa, saya pakai mask. Saya turun, saya bagi mic kat you all. Okay. Sebelum I turun, I bagi mic kat you all nak tanya dulu soalan. Ada?
Do you have any question from the floor? Kalau tak ada, we move to the airport. Now this is
tak boleh.
Oh, tak boleh.
Tanya.
Okay. Datuk still wants a question.
At least one question.
At least one question.
Mel, tak nak tanya Mel? Tak nak, tak apa. Siapa nak tanya? Macam Azmir tak apalah sebab dia tiap hari dia boleh jumpa I. Siapa yang tak jumpa I on a daily basis? Ask question.
Ya, gunakan peluang ni ya. Any
Lady
question?
at the back.
Ada question?
Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yes. Question. I'm putting you on the spot. Okay, on the spot ke in the spot?
Oh, we have a rep from Sama-Sama, Datuk.
Huh?
She's from Sama-Sama.
On the spot.
Pravina from Sama Sama Hotel.
Oh, well done, Sundra. Be proud of her.
Being on a spot where if I could just ask, by just asking out. Now when we talk about the entrepreneur mindset, this is a direction coming from your side where now that right now we are actually going through the part of an awareness. How are we going to be moving forward, if I could just ask from your side?
Can you phrase the question again? Entrepreneur?
When we say by a mindset, when we want to
Mindset.
have each and every one of us to have a mindset to say that, we want to try to bring something new into the company. How are we going to move on from a mindset like this?
Okay. Oh, Sundra, I will tell you again. Be proud of her. She's bold enough to ask that question. Now, sorry, I didn't get your name again. Can you say?
Pravina, Datuk. Pravina.
Pravina. Pravina. Okay. Mindset. Now, what if I tell you that you already inherently have that mindset? Would you believe me when I say that? There you go. Now, each and every one of you here in this room, also at all the other airports, have been practicing this on a daily basis ever since you know it. Why? Simple. Every month, what do you get on the 25th or 26th? That's money coming in, right? Correct? The very next day, what do? Give us all. Betul? That's money going. Huh? There you go. You also have to pay something for your children. Di sekolah ke apa benda kan? Now, let me ask you this basic question. Isn't that entrepreneurial, money coming in, money going out? And how do you make the best out of it? So now, guys, do you really understand what I'm trying to say? You guys have been practicing this for the longest time. You just don't realize it. Do you believe me? Do you believe me in that one, Pravina? So the mindset is there. So if anybody comes to you and say to you that, apa you tahu, you tak pernah jadi entrepreneur pun. Bullshit. It's all tipu. You guys are there, dah pernah buat. Money going in, money going out. Simple as that. That is what entrepreneurial is all about. Duit masuk, duit keluar. And making the best out of it. And you guys have been surviving this in and out for the longest time, no? That's it. Betul tak K-pop? Tengok dia successful sikit sebab tengok dia pakai jaket tu kan. So dia punya balancing tu lagi bagus lah tu. Tengok. Stand up sikit. Tengok trendy apa. Tengok, nampak? Ada jaket dia. So all of you have been practicing this. Azhar, apa ni nenas masuk, nenas buat nenas kan? Nenas manis. Duit akan masuk lagi tinggi. Nak bayar gaji kat orang kena buang sikit lah kan? Kalau gaji tu macam tu lah, nak bayar kepada staff, apa you kena buat lagi? Buka lagi lah tanah yang boleh buat instead of kelapa sawit, boleh jual nanas lebih, betul tak? Itu je. Apa yang susah sangat berniaga ni? Nak masukkan airline macam ini ni. Salah. You pun seorang lagi ni, I kena... Tak apa Man, boleh You jangan marah. I kena ni. Fazwin, Hani. Ini dua orang ni tak apalah. Ini dua orang ni memang dah tahu dah. Dia orang ni tiap hari kena dengan I ni. Cik Kamar dengan Arif. Memang tiap hari kena. You kena bawa masuk airline tu. Sebab masuk airline, lagi banyak masuk airline. Maksud dia, Apa dia? Kalau masuk lagi banyak yang lain? Itu dia, masuk lagi yang lain. And don't give me this excuse, tak boleh lah bos, tak ada orang, tak ada emas, tak kuat. Doesn't work that way. Banyak lagi kita boleh buat. So, in a long about way, did I answer your question, Pravina? You remember that? Jimmy, you remember what I said to you long time ago? Nobody tell you that entrepreneurial ni susah. Senang. Boleh buat, semua orang boleh buat. Even you can do it. Vijay, you also can do it, Vijay. Ni pun seorang lagi selalu kena tiap-tiap hari dengan I. Vijay, you okay, Vijay? Sure? Okay, you're going to come back after your leave, right? You sure? He's asked me for a leave. Dia nak balik. Saya takut dia tak datang balik. Sure you okay? Okay. Make sure you come back. Then I'll sign off your leave. Okay, anybody else?
Is there any more questions from the floor? Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to talk BB from Crime
Waalaikumsalam.
Office. So basically my office is doing the replacement for baggage and TTS. Okay, since
Tahu,
this
tahu.
project,
Memang I tahu. Tiap-tiap hari I tahu.
okay, I always believe in the internal capability beliefs.
Yeah.
So basically, if let's say we wanted to go around back on the design, also doing this project replacement is about 10 to 25 years. I do believe that a cross function, especially young bloods, passionate young men or young women, to be allowed to join my team, as if this is actually a more cradle to grave punya session. So can we have that kind of support from the management also?
You tanya I
Thank
buat
you.
apa? You tanya lah Azman. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dato'.
To answer your question, I think I'm also, Bibi, I'm also a believer. Nazina, I'm also a believer. And man, you know this man, I'm a believer of internal talents. I loathe bringing people from outside. Because, like I said again, if this is a company that is not strong, betul, boleh, no problem. We can bring anybody from outside. You will know this. I have not appointed a COO. Orang boleh cakap senang je. Ambil daripada orang luar. Buat apa nak ambil daripada orang luar? I have two of the best operational people. Bukan saja kat Malaysia. Everywhere in the world. So we want to nurture the talent from within. So if you need to do this from cradle to grave, by all means, look into it. And I would like, in fact, even for my successor pun, I tak naknya kalau boleh, because I am realistic about things. I dah tua dah. Dah ada cucu dah pun. Baik, I duduk kat rumah main dengan cucu lagi best. I want to leave this organization in good hands. And the good hands are only from people from within. So if you think that is something that you want to look into, of course you can look into all those kind of things, Bibi. I think that one is something yang macam, it's a given, Bibi. So any other question? Asman, tak ada question, man?
Okay, last question from the floor before we move to the airports.
I yang selalu interact dengan I on the daily basis, yang selalu kena basuh dengan I on the daily basis tu tak payah tanya soalan lah. Orang yang tak ada dengan I ni on the daily basis. Anybody? Siapa nak tanya soalan? Senior management tak apa sebab dia orang tiap hari dengan I. Anybody else in this room yang nak tanya soalan? Hussein pun selalu dia boleh calling I je. Kita bagi peluang dekat orang lain, Hussein. Hussein WhatsApp macam calling je, Hussein. What? Anybody just yang tak ada, not with me on a daily basis, who doesn't have my mobile number, who wants to ask question? Please, one more. Tolonglah in this room. One question. BB pun selalu pun meeting dengan I pun every other week. Bukan every other week. Every week. Anybody? Please.
Ada soalan lagi? Silakan.
Ada tak question? I tak pernah jumpa you. Tak ada. Ada? Tak ada? No question? Semua orang kan bila I tunjuk ke semua orang buat tengok tepi ni. Anybody? Pink mask. Ada? Tanya je lah apa-apa nak tanya. Tanya lah. Apa-apa ambil peluang. Yes, you. Lepas tu dia pusing belakang. Sure punya. Apa ni green outfit? Tanya apa? Please, one more. Then we can go on to airports. Any question? Tak ada? Sure. Okay, go ahead. Siapa? Azhar.
Adham,
Adam.
Baggage Handling System KLIA. Sorry, I just want to ask, since you bring up the idea bank 2.0, so how can staff participate in this project? Because there are people giving ideas and there are people who want to contribute to the ideas as well. So some of us maybe perhaps are not accustomed to this idea, so they just not join and contribute. Thank you.
I think there is a portal that, if you can show the video again later, or there is a portal that you can actually log in and then provide the ideas, structure it properly, masukkan dalam tu, then they will look into it. So anybody can participate in that one.
I mean, that's for giving the ideas, but then for those who want to chip in. to that ideas.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Now here is where once, let's just say once we have this particular idea that we want to push forward, right? Then the validation will come. So this is where we will list down all the ideas, new ideas coming out. Then what we can do is that whoever who wants to participate in this one, kan, apa ni Megat? Then you can actually put forth, these are the areas that you want to actually participate in. So all these kind of things are actually something which is quite transparent within the organization. Adam, there is also one more thing, that is the structured approach. Let's say that as far as you are concerned, baggage handling, BHS, right? This is going to be a nightmare for us, correct? If you have any ideas whatsoever, iskandar@malaysiaairports.com.my. Send it directly to me, give me your ideas. I may not be able to answer you immediately. There is siapa ada, or maybe I cannot name the names. There's one idea, there's one person who's been sending me emails on IT rejuvenation. Some of them are really good though, Vijay. So this is something that I get when it comes to me, I process it, and then it will go to, let's say, respective HODs or head of division, then they will then contact you to actually bring you in to work on those ideas as well. So this is how we work. There is no structured way of, to me, structured and regimented, that's a must because we are a big organization. But whenever it comes to ideas, the lesser of structure it is, it's better. Innovation will come from areas where you are not bound by all these rules. But the rules of a company mesti ada. But whenever you sit down, I've been very fortunate that I managed to travel to the Silicon Valleys of the world, or Silicon Valley itself, where I've been, where I actually sat down with entrepreneurs, very young, coming up with ideas, how they ideate. Have you been to Google? I've been to Google. I've been to many of the Silicon Valley startups. Tak ada pakai tie, tak ada apa pun. Duduk lepak pakai jeans, duduk dekat beanbag tu. Not beanbag lah kan? Beanbag duduk, talk about ideas, so on and so forth. the flow of conversation. So orang cakap, no, it cannot be done that way. The other guy will say, oh, but how can, if we do this, we put it. So it's very free flow kind of a thing. So perhaps we can also, Megan, we can also have one room, man, whereby kan kat bawah kita ni banyak kan. Maybe dedicate 1 or 2 days in a week to just have a brainstorming idea. Bulan puasa tak boleh lah Coke, but usually free flow of Coke ke apa benda tak. I'm just saying Coke because it's my favorite drink. But you can have other drinks as well. Just sit in, just chill out, relax, and then just talk about ideas. Let's say macam BHS. BHS nanti kan kita punya masalah besar kan? Betul, Ibi? So talk about, okay, how are we going to overcome all these kind of things? What are we going to do? Is there something else that we can actually put up in terms of the technical approach? So perhaps also what Bibi cakap tadi, you're looking at one already, Adam, from the daripada when did you join Malaysia Airport, Adam?
2017, Dato'.
17. Okay, 5 years already. So this young young citizens of ours, or young what's the word that I need to use? I need to be very
Talent.
talents. Young talents. Plenty of them around. Okay, Ram, did I answer your question?
Yes, Dato'. Thank you.
Thank you. So you want to go to the other airport?
Yeah, the airport. I think ISG is waiting. So let us.
Siapa ISG?
Can we have one question from ISG?
ISG has been preparing for this question for the past 2 weeks.
Good afternoon, Dato'. Is Malaysia Airports thinking to grow in Turkey? That's my question, or in the region? That's my question. So are we thinking as a group to grow in the region? Dato'.
Okay, to answer your question, is that the only question, or do you have another question?
No, it's my only question. So
Okay, all right. Now, but you have to look at or maybe I think there's an echo. Okay. All right. So, are we going to go outside? I believe strongly in the capabilities of Malaysia Airports from day one. But I'm not sure whether you know, I was the one who went over to negotiate with GMR. I was one of the first few who went over to negotiate with GMR for the Hyderabad airport. And I went there alone with my laptop to talk about how we are going to actually take up the stake in GMR. I also, in the very beginning of the days in Malaysia Airports, I sat on the board of Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. Now, doesn't that tell you something? It tells you that we, as far as I'm concerned, I look at opportunities not just in Malaysia, but in other parts of the world. Now, where will Turkey be useful for us? Not only Turkey, but I also have Max in the Middle East. I have Mizi said that he had a meeting elsewhere. So the people of Hanif ada? Hanif mana Hanif? Hanif tak ada. So we don't confine ourselves only to the home soil of Malaysia. We are already in Turkey. But you have to also remember the economically important region beyond Turkey. If you look at the Eastern European bloc, that one's going to boom in about 7 years. Would you agree with me, Mat, on that one? Ada tak opportunity? So if you are in a position to be able to sniff things out from that part, why not? Because we have the capabilities, guys. We have the capabilities. We have the ability. So if there are any opportunities coming your way, why not? We'll look into it. Then we'll go to MAT to find the money. Boleh, Mat? So that part of the region, Berg, is quite an important part because that's where we are basically going to be able to get our future growth. Because once we are done with Malaysia in terms of going up that trajectory, and whatever else that you have to do basically is only on the factor of GDP, the growth of it, then we need to be looking at other parts of the world. And like I said to you earlier, other parts of the world, wherever there is opportunity, let's go out and get it. And again, Berg, very simple. If you talk about going out there and conquering other places or doing well in other places, I'm all for it, man. So clear answer?
Yes, that's very clear. Thank you. Thank you very much for the answer. We're all clear here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we go to Pulau Pinang. Ada soalan dari Pulau Pinang?
Saya ada soalan untuk Pulau Pinang. Hari ni VTL flights berapa ramai? Ada positif tak? Tak ada? Okey.
Assalamualaikum Datuk.
Nice.
Okay dah. Assalamualaikum Datuk. Nazim daripada Pulau Pinang Datuk. Tak dengar?
Ada dengar. Kita dengar.
Dengar. Saya dengar.
Today Datuk, we have around dua flight. We have two flight just now. We have around 200 arriving passenger and around 150 departing passenger. Okay, for the past 10 days, Datuk, we already around 4,000 movement of VTL passengers. If we compare to before we have the VTL, we have around 100 to 150 movement per day. Now we have about 400 to 450 per day. So it's a tremendous achievement, Datuk. And now for the border to be open, we are ready for that. And right now we have around 6 to 7 airlines already confirmed their flights to Penang, Datuk, on the 1st of April. But this is all the existing airline that operating before COVID. We hope that we can get a new airline that haven't operated in Penang before, Datuk.
Then we go and push Salau lah. Push dia, telefon dia tiap hari. Pergi kerja dia.
This is the other way to tell Cik Salau, Datuk.
Okay. Cantik di set up kau lah, Salau. Habislah kau. No, but I think that's a good idea because you see, the thing is this. You jangan tunggu tau apa ni, Nazim.
Yeah.
Kalau you nak, you push dia. Dah cakap ke dia tiap hari telefon. Hantar email kat dia, CC dekat I sekali. Those are the kind of things. If you want something, that's how you do it.
Okay,
so push for it. Sebab sekarang ni 6 about 6 kan?
7 yang confirm, Datuk.
7.
Yes.
7
But
tak
all
cukup.
existing route, Datuk.
Itu lah, 7 pula tu existing eh?
Yeah.
Tak main lah, tak kelas lah. Dia kena cari yang baru, betul tak Salau? So, Salau bila nak, ni nak tanyalah pula sebab dia dah tanya, bila kita boleh masuk airline baru kat Penang tu? Ada? Working? Firefly? Firefly tu dah cakap lama dah dia nak buat kat situ. Kan kita kata, kita pun dah tahu dia nak buat jadi hub kan? Kan? Dia nak jadi hub dah, tak payah ya. Cari yang lain. Apa lagi? Kata tu kita dah okey dah gitu. Memang dah tu. Okay, new one. Tak apa, Nazim. Nanti you push lah.
Okay, Datuk. Baik, Datuk.
Boleh ya? BKI pun sama. Oh, no, not BKI. BKI will do well with China coming back. Kuching ah. Kuching. Kuching you push lah Salau. Push Salau. Kuching ada? KCH team ada? Dayang mana Dayang? Tu.
Dayang ke, tapi dah Cik Jun answer.
Jun. Oh, Jun ni answer.
Ya.
Jun, apa you nak minta daripada Salau ni? Ada? You Salau.
Okay, actually Datuk, kalau kita tengok Kuching ni memang kita dahagekan airline baru Datuk. New airlines coming to Kuching. So currently pun international from Scoot only, from Singapore.
Itulah
So-
Scoot je, TR je tak cun lah. Apa lagi? So yang mana lagi yang boleh masuk ni? Itu kena tanya Salau lah. Salau, boleh ya? Kesian Salau kena basah lagi. Siapa lagi ni? Apa ni? Kuching.
Langkawi dengan BKI belum Datuk?
Langkawi.
Langkawi ada soalan ataupun komen untuk Datuk?
Langkawi airport besar tu takkanlah sikit sangat. Apa ni? Langkawi pun kalau tengok tak tahun 2019 pun tak sampai 1 million lagi kan? Sampai dah? Tak sampai kan? 1 million. Kenalah tambah lagi. Betul kan? 1 million traffic tak sampai kan BKI kan? Sampai tak? Ni lah LGK.
Belum sampai lagi Datuk. Belum sampai lagi.
Belum sampai kan?
Datuk.
Ya, betul.
Datuk. Jeff here, Jeff.
Jeff. Sampai je.
Langkawi 2019 2.9 million. In total lah domestic and international 2.9 million.
2.9 million okey lah. So kena tambah lagi kan, tak cukup kan?
Because kita punya international hanya 13% out of that 2.9 million. So kalau boleh kita increase international flight, much more better tu because of the PSC kan.
Habis cakap kat buat apa bagi tahu dekat.
Ni sama lah, sama je Nazim.
Sama dengan Nazim.
Tumpang.
Habis Salau berpeluh. Salau, nah. Tolong bagi kat Salau tu dia lap sikit. Okay, anybody else? Apa Jeff? Ada nak cakap apa lagi Jeff? LGK ke daripada situ?
Ada wakil nak tanya soalan daripada Langkawi tu.
Pandai you hantar kat wakil.
Okey Datuk. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera kepada Datuk, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Okey, nama saya Muhammad Hafizi bin Abdul Hamid, wakil daripada lapangan terbang antarabangsa Langkawi. Ingin memberi cadangan dan meminta pendapat daripada Datuk. Okey, ada dua, satu pendapat daripada Datuk dan kedua ialah cadangan lah daripada Langkawi. Pertama berkaitan International Passenger Service Charge atau Charge Perkhidmatan Penumpang Antarabangsa PSC International. Okey, berdasarkan artikel ataupun jurnal, charge perkhidmatan airport tax yang dikenakan di luar negara, contoh negara jiran dan pesaing terdekat di rantau Asia seperti Singapura, charge yang dikenakan adalah lebih tinggi berbanding negara kita. Di negara kita, airport tax international flight sebanyak ringgit Malaysia RM73, last review pada tahun 2017. Berbanding negara Singapura, ringgit Malaysia RM146.60, bersamaan Sin dollar RM47.30, review pada 2018. Okey, perbezaan sebanyak 49% tidak termasuk ADL ataupun Airport Development Levy yang dikenakan sebanyak Sin dollar RM10.80 untuk pembangunan lapangan terbang. Pada pendapat Datuk, adakah wajar cukai ini dikaji semula mengikut kesesuaian dan kehendak penumpang supaya kita dapat bersaing dengan pengendali dari negara luar? Itu pertama Datuk. Yang kedua berkaitan cadangan iaitu ASQ subscribe. Sejak 2013 hingga sekarang, Langkawi telah menyertai ASQ ataupun ACI dan telah mendapat pengiktirafan pelbagai kategori dari ACI dan kami amat yakin bahawa lapangan terbang lain juga telah memberi perkhidmatan yang sama seperti Langkawi dan KLIA. Oleh itu, kami mencadangkan lapangan terbang seperti Penang, Kuching, Kota Kinabalu juga turut menyertai ASQ supaya lapangan terbang yang dikendalikan oleh MAHB mendapat lebih banyak lagi pengiktirafan dari ASCI serta dikenali di pelosok dunia. Sekian daripada Langkawi, Datuk. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak-banyak, pandai je. Dia hantar wakil dia je. Pandai you. Lepas tu dia tepuk tangan kuat lah tu. Nampak sangat. Okey, nombor 1 PSC. PSC ni boleh cakap macam ni je lah. Saya tahun dulu, masa tahun 2000 lagi, tu minta melutut nak suruh naikkan daripada dulu tu. Jadi PSC ni memang kita nak. And we will do everything and anything to actually bring up. We are one of the lowest. Tapi sebab benda ni adalah regulated punya matter. Now Malaysia, how it works is this. You have MAVCOM and you have the government. The government will always still want to balance out. Kita punya PSC ni sebenarnya kan, if you compare anywhere in the world, we are low, very low. But in terms of how do we get there, we need to convince the government to actually increase it. But all I can tell you is that one is a tough battle because I have been doing much. I'm sure you have also, but I have done this before. Going to them to make sure that you get an increase in the PSC. It will probably happen. When it's going to happen, I'm not sure. But we will always continue to make sure that we go out there. Macam saya cakap tadi lah, kalau kita nak minta, kalau kita nak something, nombor 1 kita pergi minta. Kalau minta orang tak bagi, kita pergi merayu. Tak merayu, tak dapat juga, pergi melutut lah. So, kita akan pergi melutut to make sure that we get all this increase in PSC. Now, but it's going to be a very tough punya ni. How are we going to do it? We will still have to keep on doing it, making sure that we go and position ourselves. Now, I want to bring you to one subject matter. I'm glad that I didn't bring it up. I tak terbawa cerita ni masa tadi during my my presentation. Now, being an entrepreneur, how you going to do all these kind of things is this. Kalau kita sendiri tak boleh lah minta dengan PSC tu kan, minta PSC daripada government ni. What's the alternative? Anybody? What's the alternative? Jeff, sebab you suruh tanya soalan ni, tanya you balik lah. Apa alternatif kita?
Kita kena go for non-theoretical revenue lah tu.
Memanglah kita akan pergi tu. Kalau PSC kita nak minta, kita rasa macam susah sikit. Macam mana kita nak buat?
Kena
okay, kita kena apa?
Kita kena prove yang servis yang kita
memang
bagi.
Kita akan buat. You pun dah dapat dah 5 kan? 5 kan dapat kan?
5
dapat 5. Tak dapat juga lagi kan? Okay, trik dia, kalau kita sendiri tak boleh buat, kita suruh orang buat untuk kita. Siapa dia? Our ecosystem player. Manalah kita benda macam ni okay. Kita selalunya pergi, sebelum ni lah kita asyik bergaduh dengan orang tau. Betul tak? Kita bergaduh dengan semua orang. Airline pun kita bergaduh. I duk buka tengok Aida mana Aida? Aida? Bila I buka aja I punya email tu kan, suit sana, suit sini. Banyak kan legal suit kan? Bersepah kan? Airline bersepah-sepah kan? Kita nak bergaduh dengan airline buat apa? Memanglah kita bergaduh kalau dia orang tak bayar hutang. Itu kena bergaduh. Kalau instead of bergaduh, kita pergilah duduk baik-baik dengan dia orang, suruh dia orang. You see, kalaulah airline sendiri pergi jumpa MAVCOM, cakap dengan MAVCOM, Tolonglah Malaysia Airport, you naikkan sikit lah. I can guarantee you, cepat je dapat tau. Sebab selalunya, yang kita punya PSC ni, daripada dulu lah, Ahmad, dulu kan, bila tak dapat dia kan, atau bila kita minta tu, airline lah akan cakap, because dia orang kata, oh, it's gonna make our prices more, higher. Padahalnya, it's less than how many percent of the 2% from the ticket price. Sebab dia orang buat bising, sebab dia orang kata macam ni. But you see, the thing is this, kalau lah airline tu sendiri pergi jumpa government, pergi jumpa kabinet ke apa, dia orang pergi melutut, that's the true entrepreneurial spirit, and if you can do that kan, that's the best. Dia orang pergi melutut government dia cakap, bos, bagilah dekat Malaysia Airport tu, kesian dia orang. So that's the trick. The trick is for us to get somebody else to do whatever things that we want. So how do we do it? Quid pro quo lah. Ada setengah benda tu kita minta daripada apa yang airline minta, yang mana kita boleh bagi, kita bagi ya. But we also tell them that, okay, I'll give you this, you go and fight for my PSC. Kalau boleh dapat come to the arrangement, I'm sure kita boleh dapat. But many ways to skin a cat, I'm just telling you, giving you an example of perhaps how we can do it. As an example. Okay, on the question of ASQ. Ya, ini sebenarnya saya nak jawab pun tak kerti nak jawab. Macam mana tu? Siapa yang tahu lebih bagus daripada ASQ? ASQ is? Tapi memang je Langkawi memang di participating in it kan? We will continue.
InsyaAllah, this year insyaAllah kita akan join for BKI.
Okay.
Because they are ready like now lah. Penang probably mungkin.
Airport mana lagi yang berani Cik Kamal?
Kalau ikut kita
Penang boleh?
Penang boleh. Penang dengan BKI lah. But for Kuching, because of number of international flight to the very low.
Kurang lah.
Because we need that sample from international sector.
Faham.
That's the issue lah.
So, siapa yang kita boleh put on the spot this year ni?
This year, I think BKI can.
BKI boleh kan?
Yep.
BKI memang
Sunip
boleh.
Nip mah?
Sunip memang dia okey je sebab dia pun nak retire dah pun. Sure dia jawab ya.
Betul-betul.
I tahu sangat Sunip ni. Sunip ni I kenal daripada zaman
because
dulu.
Because dia inline dengan QOS pun akan masuk dekat BKI third quarter. So this is
QOS memang kita MEFCOM dah nak masuk kan.
Correct.
So that one's done. Tapi ASQ
lah, this is we plan. Ya, kena berani lah, kena berani.
Yelah kalau kita tanya Sunip sekarang, Sunip kata done. Sebab dia memang dia tahu dia nak retire dah. I melawak dengan you Sunip tapi memang boleh. Oh, tengok dia tunjuk. But which other airports yang we can actually, okay, let's look at our bigger airports. Penang, Langkawi memang okay. BKI dengan yelah Kuching lah. Itu je lah adanya. Okay. Okay, any other questions?
Okay, I think we save the last question for BKI dah tu.
BKI ada okay, Assalamualaikum. Kita ada ni Zaidi. Okay, sudah. Okay.
Tengok dia pun dah bagi dekat orang lain suruh tanya.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Dato' MD and all top management. Okay, my question, we have one question. Okay, how do we balance on managing cost efficiency? Management asks us to do saving, but at the same time we need to ensure maintain and boost up our service level.
Okay, this is coming from BKI, Betul?
Betul.
I went to BKI the other day. I had, kita makan apa masa tu cik? Boleh tahan ni kat sedap makan kan? So we went to BKI. I think things are okay in terms of efficiency, and I see the numbers that you guys are churning out. I think in terms from the operational efficiency, it seems to be okay. So to answer your question, how do we balance? My answer to you is that you look back at what you did because you guys did it already. So how else can I answer your question, Sunip? Because you guys have proven yourself that you have done so already, that you have balanced out the efficiency in terms of making sure that with less, you can do the same thing, if not more than what you have done. So to answer your question, I will then ask you to look back and reflect at what you have done. Because the answers are with you. Because BKI has not actually burst its expenses. You have managed the cost in such a way, and I don't see any deterioration in terms of your operational efficiency. Maybe with the exception of you punya lambat apron tu je lah. Itu je. Lambat lagi ke apa ni Sunip? Ataupun dah come back dah?
Okay, Assalamualaikum Dato'. Just to update management. In fact, as I mentioned during our meeting last week, so we are still take 30th of June fully completion of new parking apron. But however, by middle of April, then we will able to open all our base except for Bay 5 Bravo.
Okay.
So yeah,
But I
this is
think
clarification.
to, okay, thanks. But I think that one tu boleh, you boleh catch up balik lah. But my point is this. How to balance out all those things? My answer to all of you is very simple. You ask yourself back because you guys have done it for 2 years running. 2019 was a good year. 2020, 2021. Remember I told you from 3 billion, you have actually brought it down to around 2. So you've done it already. Efficiency, pengimbangan tu semua tu you dah buat. So all of those have actually been achieved by all of you. So it's not me, it's you. It's all of you who's done all this. So how are you going to do it? I leave it up to you. I lead you and I don't actually micromanage you. I think I still believe in this. Cost operational, the operational cost to what will actually, okay, cost, there are 3 main elements. Staff, utility, repair maintenance. Betul Mat? Betul tak? Betul kan? Staff cost, obviously there will be an increase lah when people come back in. Packs, kita dah tak ada apa panggil ni, overtime, tak ada all these kind of things for the past 2 years. There will be an increase on that one's for sure. But the others, repair, maintenance and utility, remain constant. So in terms of how you are going to manage it, you have managed it before on those two big ticket items. The first big ticket item, which is your staff cost, of course, gradually it'll go up, but it will be offset for sure because the bigger the number of your revenue coming in, it will be offset by, so no issues. So apa ni, Sunif, I hope that I have answered the team's question over there. Answer that question too. Generally, your staff costs will go up. I am okay with staff costs going up if it corresponds with the revenue increase. Cumanya, I tak nak you all increase your repair maintenance as well as utility. Itu je. Anything from an entrepreneurial standpoint, if macam mana dia punya konsep dia? Duit masuk, duit keluar. Kalau duit masuk tu lagi besar daripada duit keluar, okey kita okey. Okey kan? So please manage it in the simplest format. If you need to spend more, but the money that comes in is bigger, then okay lah. Terjawab tak soalan tu?
Terjawab. Terima kasih Datuk.
Tak dengar?
Datuk. Terjawab Datuk. Terima kasih.
Senang jangan kita benda ni kan jangan make it complicated. Look at things in the simplest manner. Sama macam you manage your own homes. Okay, ada question lagi? Ada question? Ada question?
I think that's all the questions, Datuk. Jadi kami ucapkan
Ini
terima
ni
kasih.
you cakap tak ada question lagi sebab you manage tak nak bagi banyak question ke tak ada?
No,
Nazli, any question Nazli on your side Nazli? You good? You good?
We are good, but I still open for anyone who wants to have any questions. Okay, we are good, Dato'. Thank you very much.
Okay. Anybody here? Any questions? Our colleagues from ISG, anything? We good?
Yep, we are good.